Hi guys, and welcome back to How to Run Your Own Freelance Design Business. My name is Ben Gribbin and this is lesson 4, Legalizing and Paperwork. In this lesson, we're going to look at the legal structures you need to put in place for any freelance design business. So legalizing, incorporating, paperwork, they all sound a little bit boring, but you're going to need to consider them even if you don't want to do for part of your setup process. Now there's 4 main advantages to becoming incorporated, and we're going to look at those. And we're just going to consider the kind of benefits and the disadvantages of the options in a pretty simple form. So before we start, we should say that in a lot of countries you can actually set yourself up as what's known as a sole trader or a sole proprietorship. It's great for independent contractors and it's very simple. In fact, it's the simplest form of company setup. But we're going to look at the 4 benefits of not doing that. And we're going to look at the advantages of setting up actual companies. So, starting up a limited company, a corporation, or an LLC company, it might offer tax advantages. So the tax is the first benefit. For example, in the UK, a company which is registered as a VAT company, or as well as a limited company, can then claim back VAT on things like purchases, which is good because they get a check every 3 months back from the government. However, it does mean that they then have to charge VAT on any outgoings. You might get health insurance benefits, you might be able to get things like company car tax insurance and all kinds of different things because you are a big company. The next benefit is liability. Now, certain types of company actually offer you protection should you get sued, should you go bankrupt. The way they do this is they extend the legal protection in other ways, but the main way they do it is they actually split you as a person away from the company, so you become a separate entity and all your belongings and effects are yours to own and will never come under any sort of legal inspection. So if you're in a situation where you think you might need this, such as in any industry really, you could well be sued if something went wrong with a project, so consider that. The third benefit is image. Now, if you have a limited company, it might give you a more professional appearance. It might make you seem less as a one-man band and more as a business. And I know in the UK that certain companies will actually search out limited companies before they even start employing their services because they're then able to be able to check and see the sort of finances you're currently working to. I know from my own experience, I was working with a local university and they actually required that any of their contractors be limited companies. So because I wasn't, I actually lost out on that job. But you need to bear that in mind. If you're going to be working with companies like large Fortune 500 companies, big institutions of learning or finance, then they might have a requirement that you actually do that. And it's to do with image, but it's also their own security. So having that legalised structure in place actually bursts the bubble of impression that freelancers are actually just people that want to work at home, wearing the pyjamas, might be students, sleeping till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It shows that you're actually running a very serious business and that you're very, very serious about your own business growth and development. It also helps give you a professional appearance rather than just people thinking, well, they're a one-man band. Another thing you'll need to look at is costs. You'll need to factor in the costs of actually becoming a formalised, legalised company. Formalisation might have charges, and also as a formalised company you might have additional costs over just being a sole proprietor. You might have higher accountancy costs because they have higher or more work for your accountant to do. And even little things like having to brand your company, make stationery if it's a legal requirement. So what we've considered in this lesson is the pros and the cons of becoming a formalised or legalised company, and we've looked briefly over different company structures. Your task for this lesson is to research into your own country's company structures and weigh up their benefits to your business. Again, you might want to seek out professional help on the matter or do further research on the internet. Next time on How to Run a Freelance Design Business, we'll be looking at business plans. Thanks for watching.